This is a revolution.
All Elite
Wrestling squeeze is settled.
I want a match that is
Wonderful.
Bubbly.
A paradigm shift.
You wanna kick my friend in his dick?
12,000 tickets sold in just 4 minutes.
The All Elite best tag team division in the world.
Not the Dippin' Dots! The damn Dippin' Dots didn't do anything to anybody!
And welcome to episode number 26 of the All Elite Hour, aka AEH. My name is Brian from MARKEDOUT Wrestling Podcast, and this podcast is brought to you by the fine folks at the AEW All Elite Wrestling Discussion Facebook group. Go there, go join the group. That is my number one source for everything AEW, for All Elite Wrestling, for anything kind of news related, anything AEW. Just go there. It's the best spot. There's no trolls. There's none of that bullshit. You don't have to deal with any of that. It's a very good place to be. I don't know how else to describe it. So just go there. The AEW All Elite Wrestling Discussion Facebook group. And on this show, we have the full lineup. We've got Kyle, from WrestleJoy and from the group, of course. How are you, Kyle?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I heard you talking about that. You said that you're waiting to watch. I know this is an AEW podcast, but we have Talking Shop Mania tonight, right?
That's right.
Oof. Yeah,
I mean, hey, man, support all wrestling.
Right.
I'll tell you, I want to watch Talking Shop tonight. I'm excited for Talking Shop Mania tonight, but more importantly, tomorrow, freaking GCW. I cannot wait for that.
There you go.
I watched my first GCW event like last weekend, that whole weekend GCW event they did, and I absolutely loved it, and now I can't wait for the show Sunday.
There we go. And of course, we also have got MJ from Pura Lucha Libre and from the from the AEW All Elite Wrestling Discussion Group. How are you, my friend?
I'm here, man. What's up, man?
Nothing, man.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Also, the self-proclaimed Jay White's number one fan.
That's true.
I'm not a sign-on kind of guy, man. I'm not a sign-on, you know? I kind of just ease up in here, man.
You know what we should get, Brian?
Hmm.
Because like when you do that whole intro was great.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get some advertisers because I wanted to like do like Jericho segues and advertisements. Like,
let's do it.
You know how great that would have been, like at the start of it, if you would have been like, instead of brought to you by, and then we end up talking about Blue Chew or something.
Right. We should do that. That's a great idea.
Dollar Shave Club.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, there's a ton to talk about this week. But it wouldn't be AEH if we didn't do some group members' email questions or discussion topics. So we're gonna get right into that. And the first one, let's see. Let me pull up the questions. I should have had this up before we started. Bing, bang, boom. All right. The first one comes from Rainer Mike. It's not Mike Rainer. It says Rainer Mike. Thank you for sending it in. He says, question is, why is AEW allowed to do cartoon BS and destroy their top stars? Whoa. Wow.
I got this one.
Wow. All right, MJ. That's I don't know how I feel about that, but do you agree with that?
Because maybe it's their company and their money and what they want to do. And you're not part of their lives or their decision making, so it doesn't really matter if you think they are or not. They're going to do what they want to do because they have money and it's their company.
That makes a whole lot of sense to me. Kyle, do you have anything to add to it? I mean, that's a pretty. I mean, he's going in, man. Cartoon BS and destroy their top stars.
I haven't seen any cartoon. Have you seen any drawn-on cartoon characters on that?
I haven't seen any animations in AEW.
I haven't seen one Bugs Bunny.
No, I haven't.
I don't know what this person's talking about.
I don't know either. But he's
I
in the group.
haven't seen anybody get destroyed.
Yeah.
At all. I mean,
no, me neither.
I hope this person isn't one of those people who, like, you know, somebody new comes in, they lose the match, and like, oh, they're buried.
Right. Which that you know what? Thank you for bringing that up because I have heard that from a few people, and I I completely disagree with that. They're not buried from losing one match. Granted, it's their first match, but they're not buried. But holy shit, what the fuck? Rainer Mike, come on. What the fuck is that, man? Sending us questions like that. Jesus. Should have proofreaded these, huh? All right. Next one comes from Christopher Nance. He says, what do y'all think about the head of security becoming a wrestler for AEW? That's another one. The head of security becoming a wrestler for AEW. I don't even know what that fucking means.
Well, I saw this one and I looked at the profile. It says he's head of security at AEW.
Oh, so he's a security guy at AEW. Well, in that case, I'm all for it.
You look like.
Right. As you guys know, me personally, I'm a gigantic fan of Atlas Security. I ran a 5K, dressed as, what's his name from Atlas Security? Shit, I should know it. I dressed as him. The main fucking guy. He was in ECW as a security guy with Atlas, and now he's in AEW as
I can't remember his name. I just know it's Atlas.
God damn it. It's bothering me. Okay. But anyway, yeah. Okay. So I guess what do y'all think about the head of security becoming a wrestler for AEW? Do you have any input, Kyle?
As long as he puts in the work and gets proper training, and if he looks, halfway decent in the ring, I don't see why not.
Right.
I think everybody should get a chance.
Look it up.
Right. All right, these are some interesting questions. All right, let's go. This last one is from Luke Cini. Thank you for sending this in, Luke Cini. And he asks, and I'll throw it to you, MJ, first. What do you think of Hangman turning on Kenny in a tag title match against FTR, making an alliance between them three and sending Kenny crazy, aka? Well, I'm sorry. He said parentheses the cleaner, so I guess like a heel Kenny. Then having Hangman win the world title.
Wow.
What?
Do you want me to repeat it?
John Moxley. What? And I know what you said. Hangman being. Why would he be the world champion?
I guess because. I don't know how that. I don't know how that.
No, it's gonna go either which way.
What does that mean? That's very vague. That's very political.
I just don't think that it's gonna happen that way. No one's gonna turn on anyone. How about that?
What? You don't? So all right.
They're making it too obvious. That's why.
Yeah,
Kenny's gonna turn on Hangman. Just saying.
Right. Yeah. One of them is gonna turn on each other, especially in that tag team. Right. It's got to be.
Yep. For sure. After they lose to FTR at All Out.
Right.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I just don't know if Hangman is going to go right into a world title picture from breaking up with Kenny. I don't know if that's in the cards, but who knows? It's definitely not out of the question.
Nah. I doubt it.
Oh, really?
I doubt Hangman would, not this soon.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just because I don't know what about anyone else, but I think MJF is going to take the title off of Mox at All Out.
I think so too. What do you think, MJ? What? I don't even know what the fuck that means.
He's not ready either.
He is ready.
Why? He's not ready. He was on the Rosie O'Donnell show. He's been in AEW since the beginning. He's fucking bred for this, bro.
Dude, he's going to take it and it's going to be great. Like, I can't imagine how insufferable he's going to be cutting promos as the champion. Dude, that promo he cut on Dynamite, it was so damn good that I didn't know whether it was a heel or face promo. I was confused, and I'm a huge Jon Moxley fan, and I was sitting there questioning whether or not his reign was that good or not. I was like, maybe MJF has a point here. I was like, whoa, what?
I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen
Let's hear it.
Right now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Wardlow is going to cost MJF that match.
No way.
No, Wardlow will.
Bam. You want to know why?
We'll go after it.
You want to know why?
MJF
I cannot ever see MJF beating Brody Lee I can never see MJF beating Brian Cage. That's what Mox has done.
Well, that's
So
fine. MJF isn't going to do that.
It'd be a huge role on Mox's character to be overdone by a young kid when he can beat the oldest big men. My opinion.
But you also know the rumor going around, don't you? That Mox has to drop.
I'm always right.
Mox has to drop the title, or else he's going to get stripped of the U.S. title from New Japan.
I have heard that. And there's like a date, right? Doesn't he have like a date? Was it September where he has to defend it before, or they'll strip him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he'll have to drop it at All Out or before.
Huh. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know, but let's get into it because thank you guys, by the way, for the email questions. And if you want to send any more in, we usually throw a post up on the group on the Facebook page, so you can throw them up there, or you can send the questions into our email at allelitehourpodcast@gmail.com, and you can send them in over there. So let's get into it because the first match, this is the one thing that I want to pick your guys' brains about because I've heard a lot of criticism about it. The opening match, we had the 10-man tag team match that, I don't know, I mean, a lot of people were torn about it. They said that a lot of people liked it. A lot of people thought it was a car crash. Me personally, I'm kind of in the middle. But I want to ask your opinion on it, Kyle, because, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with the whole gang mentality. Like, I feel like in AEW, they have a lot of there's a lot of people involved. They always have a lot of brawls on the outside. There's, I don't know, and just like big tag team matches like this, me personally, I mean, the more the merrier. I love it. So I just want to know, what did you think about this?
I didn't really, I thought this match was a bit of a clusterfuck, to be honest.
Okay.
It's honestly got me worried about the 12-man next week.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, holy shit, man. If 5-on-5 had problems, I can't imagine 6-on-6.
Right.
Did you notice that JR was bitching about how there was only one ref and he was saying there was only two?
Okay, man, can I cut you off, Kyle? Because you were about to go on the point I was going to say. I think that match was meant to be a clusterfuck to just put in that there'd be two referees next week. Maybe it'll be a special referee. Who knows? But I think that was meant to be said. I saw nothing wrong with the match.
Why not say like he was saying that there should be two refs, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but like all throughout that episode of Dynamite, JR seemed off, like he didn't really want to be there. And the stuff going around is that he suggested there be two refs for that match, and they said no to it, and he got pissed off.
Huh. Well, I know he was very critical about the tag team matches on his podcast recently.
Yeah, dude, he was critical though, like the entire night. Like he was just literally like tearing down like stuff in matches that he usually doesn't do. Like it was honestly like, and I've seen a lot of people say it online too, that it was taking them away from watching the matches, of hearing him what he was saying. Like I don't know what his problem was.
Right. I wonder if there's any truth to it, or if this is just some sort of. I mean, I don't know if they would be like building an angle with something like this. Yeah, right. I don't know.
I mean, it seems like that they're letting him say it on live TV. So, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it. Obviously not all of it, but.
Right. What about the fact that Sammy got pinned? Do you have any problem with that, MJ?
I don't know.
I didn't even notice that.
I don't even know. I don't even what's that mean?
Well, I mean, just because he was suspended and Inner Circle, I mean, there's kind of been questions about whether or not the longevity of the group with everything that's kind of been going on. So, I mean, Sammy taking the pin right now, Jericho not really being in the title picture. What's that?
Think about this. More people would probably be pissed if he was winning when he came back, you know?
True.
I mean, he was gone away for a reason, and he got that reason done, and I don't think that he should be glorified quickly.
Right.
I mean, think about this. They used him to put another indie person over. Think about that.
They used Sammy, you mean?
Yeah, they used Serpentico. They used Serpentico's gimmick.
Right.
You know, that's putting over Serpentico because they're like, oh, Sammy's using Serpentico stuff.
No, that's true.
So that's pretty much what it is.
That's true. And then I guess actually, you know what? This episode is we might go fluid through Dynamite a little bit, but another thing that I wanted to bring up, this is another big topic from the week, was the debut of Warhorse in AEW. He's one of the bigger names on not so much the bigger names on the indies, but kind of like he has definitely a big following right now, but it's not like he's been in I don't even think he hasn't been in Impact or ROH or anything like that. So he got his match against Cody. But Kyle, are you for Warhorse being signed? Do you think this is just a one-off? What were your thoughts about the whole situation?
I think he'd be great. I wouldn't mind seeing him sign. I don't know if he will or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed it for what it was. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it'd be a better match. I don't really know what happened there, but it wasn't a bad match, but it wasn't as good as it's been hyped up to be.
Right.
But that's just one match. I've watched other Warhorse matches, and he's great.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna judge his talent based off that match.
Just off of one TNT title match.
Like some people are doing.
Right. But
I definitely wouldn't mind seeing him on there. Warhorse rules ass anyway. So
hell yeah, all caps. Yeah. But now MJ, with Warhorse being there, I've heard there's been a lot of arguments now. People are kind of getting fed up a little bit with the fact that they're bringing in all these people from the outside. Meanwhile, AEW has a pretty deep talent roster. So do you have a problem with them bringing in this guy who, he's a big name on the indies, but he's not necessarily the biggest name on the indies. No, why?
No, I don't have a problem with it because think about this, man. They're not getting any work, so they're getting. They must be getting paid for these matches, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, definitely.
So that's pretty much what this is. I hate to say it, you don't see any other company fucking bringing in people like that and giving them a quick paycheck. However, you do see other companies firing people to gain more money. So
right,
even though that other companies fired people to gain people and made triple the amount of money that they were projected to make. So yeah.
I just think anything that's bad about AEW and anything that's good is still publicity.
Sure.
Yeah.
AEW hasn't even been a company for 2 years and they're already featured on ESPN. WWE took years to be featured on ESPN
They also just dropped their brand new toy line.
Yeah.
Their first toy line.
Which I've been seeing it's popping up in Walmart everywhere.
Yep.
So I don't see AEW as the worst. It's not. It's just what people are not getting. It's an alternative, man. It's not a company trying to take over.
Yeah. Also,
that's what people get so fucked up about.
Also, AEW and other companies have hired people all for over the past few months during the pandemic, while other company has fired people.
It's true. It's very true.
And AEW hasn't fired, or none of the other companies have fired anybody.
Well, Jimmy Havoc. Don't tell Jimmy Havoc, but
well, that's because of reasons.
No, I know. I know. They weren't. He wasn't furloughed. He was, he was whatever he is right now because of a reason. Right. I was just fucking around.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I transition this now? This now?
Yes.
Okay. Listen. I just want to say this because this is the only thing that was on my mind.
No,
See how different. Not even one match Matt Cardona has been in, and he already looks like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, come on. What is WWE doing, dude?
I don't know, man. I've been a big fan of his for a long time now, and I just thought he was kind of given the shitty end of the deal. But
well, you know why?
What?
It's because he got himself over.
Sure.
Like, in WWE, like unless they get you over, they don't want you to get over.
Yeah.
If you get yourself over, you get punished.
It's true.
It's just, dude, when I saw that Dark Order guy going after him in the corner, I'm like, dude, Matt Cardona's a fucking monster, dude.
He is. And what's interesting,
man,
too, is that next week, so it's him and Cody versus, who is it? The People Boys. Yeah, Silver and Reynolds. And
my boy Silver.
3 out of 4 of those people are from NYWC on Long Island. They're all from the same school, which is pretty impressive. So against Cody, which is pretty fucking cool. So just a little tidbit, which that's pretty awesome. Good shout out NYWC. But what? So
also another tidbit.
Go on. Yeah.
So Matt Cardona is only under a 5 deal appearance right now, a 5 appearance deal, and like next week will be he'll have 4 left after this week. So I'm wondering if I'm pretty sure he got the same thing FTR got, where he's just getting so many appearances, and then if everything goes good, they'll offer him a long-term contract, and then he can accept that or not. But yeah, like he's only under a 5 appearance deal right now.
So what do you think? I mean, it seems like he's going to be signing like.
Oh yeah, I mean he's already got a shirt and
right,
and it was apparently the best seller.
Like what do you mean? Like the quickest or the
apparently
highest selling or?
Yeah, apparently it was the highest selling shirt this week.
Huh? All right. Well, good on him. I mean that's great. That's good. And you know what's exciting too is that I love that him and Hawkins didn't go to the same company. I love that Hawkins over in Impact and he's over here they're doing their own thing. I love it.
So like with this segment, what I was made aware of today that I didn't even realize. So Reynolds and Silver attacked Cody, and then Matt Cardona came out and saved Cody. Do y'all think that Reynolds and Silver attacked Cody because that's Brody's next target? And like my theory is that Brody's going to face Cody at All Out for the TNT Championship. I know everybody else thinks Cardona's going to turn on Cody and it'll be Cody versus Cardona, but I'm thinking it's Brody Lee because there has to be a reason why Silver and Reynolds attacked him.
Sure. What do you think, MJ?
I want to see how it plays out, man, because it was sudden. I didn't expect it.
Yeah. I'm thinking it was Brody Lee targeting Cody.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Especially, I don't know. I feel like it's too soon to have Matt Cardona turn on Cody. Even though, I mean, I just feel like it would make sense just because, I mean, even me personally, I think that he should be as far away from being a babyface as possible. And he's been doing it for the past fucking 11, 12 years or whatever in WWE. But I agree with you. I think it's too soon to have him just out of nowhere turn on Cody. So I think it would make sense to have him go against Brody, and then maybe afterwards. I mean, I guess what would be the pay-per-view? What's the pay-per-view afterwards?
Full Gear.
Full Gear. Okay.
Full Gear.
Yeah. When is that? What? November.
November. Yeah.
No, okay. All right. So, but I mean, overall, I mean, I thought it was I don't know. I mean, I know we started talking about Warhorse with this, but I mean, Cardona definitely, to me at least, overshadowed it a little bit because I mean, it was in the same segment. So, but either way, I mean, I love seeing both those guys on TV, like all for it. Now, I guess the other thing that we should talk about is, I guess next week they also, I don't know what that thing is that I'm doing. I'll have to edit that out. But Chris Jericho is challenging Orange Cassidy to a debate next week.
Yep.
I don't really know what to expect from that. Yep. There's been some rumblings about who is showing up. We don't deal with spoilers here on AEH, so
nope.
No. I don't know. I don't know where this could lead. Do you guys, Kyle, do you have any insight on where this could potentially lead with Orange Cassidy and Jericho? And not saying anything about the moderator. We don't have to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's Randy Hogan. Randy Hogan's going to be the moderator.
Well, Jericho said that he was going to face Orange Cassidy again on August 12th.
August 12th. So just on Dynamite? Like they're just...
Yeah. Apparently there's something about this August 12th because this isn't the only thing happening on August 12th. But because FTR also has Tag Team Appreciation Night.
That's right. Oh. And I know this would be kind of random, but I mean, speaking of Tag Team Appreciation Night, isn't Jack Evans and Angelico, aren't they back in the fold now?
They are, because they're going to Dark Tuesday.
So maybe this is a way that you could bring them in too somehow, like reintroduce them.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. But so I guess I don't know. MJ, do you have anything like what do you expect from this debate? Like, do you think I don't even know where or what could come from it?
More orange juice.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
But
I don't want to see it. Honestly, I'm going to watch it, but I'm not into that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, why are they doing Jericho and Orange Cassidy on the episode of Dynamite again? Like, I thought Jericho and Orange Cassidy would finally be settled at All Out.
Right.
Pay-per-view.
Right. They already had their match, and it was awesome match. You'd think that they would try to capitalize.
Unless, like, Orange Cassidy wins here, and then they have, like, the tiebreaker at All Out, maybe?
Potentially.
But I feel like that's too much. Like, people will be tired of that.
Right.
Of that matchup. And, like, you can't just keep using Orange Cassidy every week like this, because eventually what's great about him is going to wear off.
That's a good point.
He's a character that you got to use periodically, not every week.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with that. And now, actually, we haven't even mentioned it yet, but so before we recorded this, I guess a couple days ago, Eddie Kingston has officially signed with AEW. So he is a part of the roster, which is fucking phenomenal. MJ, I forget, were you a big Eddie Kingston fan before this? I know you watched Impact a little bit. I don't know if you watched it while he was there, but
I mean, I liked him in NWA too. So
yeah,
I mean, I wasn't like all for him. I would like to watch his matches. It's nothing I'd be like, oh, I'm not watching that. I'm gonna watch his matches. He's pretty good.
Right. I saw him. I've only seen him once live. I saw him at an Evolve show. He tagged with who was it? Joe Gacy. He was in it. Wasn't he in a? He was in a stable with Joe Gacy, Colby Carino, and someone else. I forget who it was. Sorry, I'm forgetting their name. But yeah, he did well. I mean, it was cool. It was a fun match, and yeah, I mean, I'm all for him being in AEW. But yeah, good. I just kind of wanted to pick your brains. What else? I mean, what else are the big topics? I mean, I just feel like there's been so much.
Can I go ahead, Kyle.
I'm 100% in on Eddie Kingston on AEW. There's so many dream matches that can be set up here, and just not only just like match wise. I'm talking about just the promos alone.
Right.
Will be gold. Like Eddie Kingston versus MJF, Eddie Kingston versus Mox. I feel like you have to have that as an unsanctioned match.
Oh yeah.
Eddie Kingston and Archer would be great.
Right.
Honestly though, like if they really want to go old school though, death match Eddie Kingston and Luther would be great.
Right. And they practically have all of LAX in AEW now, so.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking maybe we might end up seeing later on Santana and Ortiz leaving Inner Circle and
right.
with him, and then maybe Diamante signs and they bring her in too.
Right. MJ, I have a question for you, sir.
Hold on a moment.
Holding.
Do you breathe with the switchboard?
Yeah. Do you?
How do we feel about Arian? How do we feel about Arian?
Aliens? I like Aliens. I believe in them.
No, he said
that new girl, you know, that other ex-WWE superstar.
We hadn't even talked about the tag team tournament.
Yeah, her with Arian, Cameron.
You better stop, man. I don't want all these WWE people in here, man.
Once again, look, I've tried to explain it.
Sorry.
She's not signed. She's most likely just gonna be there to take a pin and get beat up by Nyla.
You think so?
Oh yeah. There's no way in hell that they're gonna sign her.
And this is their first appearance since WWE, by the way.
Yeah, and
I think she's done some indies.
Yes, it is. No, it's not. I've done my research.
You don't hear when she came out, she said, "I'm back."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's back. She has not done a match since WWE.
Yeah,
bro, I will bet you $1,
dude. And she has.
Bro, I'll bet you tickets to Japan so I can go see Jay White right now. Let's do it.
Yeah, okay.
I want that ticket tomorrow.
What were you saying, Kyle?
Dude, and like I even if there was even any considerations on signing her after the backlash that they got when she showed up, there's no way.
Mm.
But like overall, the tag tournament is supposed to start Monday. They haven't really specified if we're getting a match Monday or if we're just getting the team draws. But like, how do y'all feel? Like, well, first of all, like how do y'all feel about the whole concept of the tournament? Like, it seems like it's basically like it's not meant for tag teams. It's not meant for like it's more of a tournament based on you have to work together with someone you're not used to teaming up with. Like, how do y'all feel about that? And then how do you feel about them being moved to just Monday on YouTube? Like, this ain't even gonna be part of Dynamite.
Oh, I didn't know that. You can go ahead, MJ.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the finals will take it all out.
Right.
But like the whole tournament's gonna be on YouTube.
I see what they're doing. All right. And I respect it because they're really trying to push out the women. But man, it's just there's no tag division. Like you said, Kyle, yeah, you can work together with someone, but there's no tag division.
Well, I think that's the point, though. Like, they're trying to kind of create it. Like,
but what does this prove, though?
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know if maybe so much that they're not trying to. If they don't try to create a tag division by this, at least they're creating like new feuds because there's going to be people that can't coexist with one another. There's going to be people that click with one another, I'm sure, and then continue on being a tag team. Who knows where they can go with it? But at least with this way, like they can kind of open up their options and have different avenues that they can kind of travel down. Especially with you said it's on Monday on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's not like this is going to be like a
what I'm honestly thinking, and like everybody keeps like setting themselves up for disappointment. Like people keep like I see people all the time like, oh man, I hope they bring in this person and these tag teams for the tournament. And I'm like, guys, you got to stop doing that because you're just gonna get disappointed when they're not there because they're most likely just going to use who's on the roster,
definitely, and
bring in other people. But like you can't bring in tag teams from the indies if you're just going to be pulling colors because. Most likely, people that are used to teaming up aren't going to be drawn together.
Right.
It's going to be all against everybody.
But unless they like somehow, obviously it's going to be rigged, but unless somehow they end up pairing them together.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'm fairly certain that this is going to end with Brandy teaming up with somebody and Allie teaming up with somebody, and then those teams in the finals, and it'll end up. That's how they're going to end up doing a Brandy Alley feud. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. Like to me, it kind of feels like they're just kind of throwing the women on the back burner because like this could definitely be like a major thing on Dynamite that they could do each week, and they're just pushing it off to YouTube.
Yeah, it was. You saying it actually was the first time that I heard it was going to be on YouTube, so that was a little disappointing. But I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll be able to do their own thing. So it could be a blessing in disguise,
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's they're doing it on YouTube so that everybody will have,
right
at a time.
Right.
I mean, like right now, like on AEW, like, I mean, let's face it, the women get like 5 minutes if that.
Yeah.
It's honestly bad.
Right. Yeah. All right. So let's keep this train moving. So let's talk about the MJF promo, because obviously this was a big thing that happened. MJF
he's got my vote.
What'd you say?
He's got my vote.
He's got your vote. He's
yep.
Dude, he practically has my vote too. But he did a state of the industry address, and I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, he was talking about, obviously he was making digs at WWE, taking digs at Jon Moxley about his title reign. Yeah, but I mean, MJ, what did you think about, like, what did you take away from MJF's promo? Like, do you think that this was kind of the thing that put him over the hump for that? Like, well, actually, I don't even know. Do you consider him a main event player in AEW right now? Or potential?
Just because he copied what Cornette said? No.
He copied what Cornette said.
He didn't.
Yeah, he's been copying what he's been saying for the past fucking bunch of while. I don't see how you can put someone over just because he does a promo. No, I'm not putting someone in the main event position just because he can cut a promo.
He was using the old EC3 promo.
Well, he needs to use a new form of MJF and not that old bullshit.
He was doing EC3's promo from Impact from like years back.
I don't care. I want something new. The WWE. It's what they fucking do. They rehash. I don't want rehashed promos. I don't want rehashed shit. I want new.
They can rehash whatever they want. They make it this damn good every week.
That's true. That's a good point.
MJF wins half of his matches from doing something dirty. There's no way just because he can cut up. He has to. Okay, but he has to have a he cannot be the champion. No way. Not just because he can.
You know how many great heel champions there have been that have basically never won clean.
Listen, dude. The last match that he had was against Griff Garrison, dude. Get out of here.
Hey, how many matches has Jay
out of here
without having
get out
here?
And he had to fucking cheat to beat Marco.
He's Jay White have the Bullet Clubs interfered to win any matches?
This ain't New Japan, bro.
That's true. It's true. And chaos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, how many times did freaking Keto come out there and help Jay White with matches?
Yeah.
An alternative doesn't mean to be just like the company you're trying to be the alternative of, man.
This MJF promo was fucking amazing. It made me, a Jon Moxley fan, question whether or not Mox is actually good or not. Like, I was just like, wow, maybe MJF has a point. And then the best thing ever, like, I don't know if AEW really hadn't promoted this much. You can go to MaxwellJacobFriedman.com and it's a campaign website.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, he actually made a campaign website.
Yeah.
Like, you go on there and it has like he took quotes from everybody in AEW, but he like obviously misquoted them.
Right, like putting him over.
Yeah. He talked about like he put a Cody quote in there that was absolutely hilarious. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I mean, yeah, I'm all fine with him being in the main event picture. Obviously he can talk. That's been one of his biggest things, like ever since he's been in AEW or ever since he's really been on like kind of like everyone's radar. But yeah, this to me, I'm with you, Kyle. Like, he made me kind of question the whole thing about Jon Moxley. I'm like, wait, do I even really like Moxley? Like, that's right. He hasn't even been around. Like, he's not even here. Like, at least fucking MJF is here cutting promos, hanging with his fucking buddy in his suits. They're wearing suits and looking great. Like, yeah, he is my champion.
Yeah, I was questioning my, Mox being champion or whether his reign was good or not.
Right.
And everything like that. But like, here on the website, he has, under endorsements, he has one from Cody that says, he is due for a world title shot. He's number 1 ranked. I imagine that is something that'll come to fruition long as he keeps his ranking. He's also much better looking than me.
Oh my god.
Cody took a screenshot of it and goes, I don't think that was quoted right.
Yeah.
but man, like after I watched this, I was just like, I turned to my friend who I watch AEW with every week. I was like, and we're both huge Mox fans. I was like, man, I'll be honest, I'm not gonna be upset if MJF takes the belt from Mox.
It's true. I'm with you, man. I know. MJ is kind of.
I kind of want it to happen. Like I'm honestly like more like maybe rooting for MJF.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And he's supposed to do another one this week, which is going to be fucking great.
Another State of the Industry address.
Well, he's doing it's called an update on the State of the Industry. Yeah,
it's like a little like a fucking campaign tour or whatever.
Yeah, and what was great was like, on Pro Wrestling Tees, he's got a campaign T-shirt now, and then during the crowd, if you looked at the crowd, some people had MJF 2020 pins on their shirt and everything.
Does that make Wardlow his vice president or his?
I don't know, but did you also notice for some reason they had Lee Johnson as part of MJF's little?
Oh yeah, right. He was like one of the bodyguards or whatever that were in the ring too, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it next week. Obviously, he's a good promo. He can cut a good promo. So, I mean, it's going to be fun. It'll be interesting. Hopefully, this will lead to something at least for All Out, or I guess where. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. I mean, where do you guys think, MJ, like, where do you think the card is kind of going right now? Like, I know we already kind of talked about Cody, and we think maybe it's going to be Cardona, maybe it's going to be Brody Lee, but where do you see MJF right now for All Out?
Beat Mox.
He's gonna. Oh, no, man, listen, man. I'm gonna totally deter that question because.
What?
Wow.
What?
Well, this is my thing.
What?
This is what I'm thinking right now. Why do these records even matter if you're just gonna beat some? If the last match he had was fucking Griff Garrison, and obviously that was guaranteed him the number one spot to take on Mox. So how does that even make your wrestlers credible if they're just beating people you're just throwing on there with no credible story behind them, a.k.a. Griff Garrison? First time he's been facing MJF. How does that make him credible to be the number one, you know? Why do the records even matter, you know? It's just an easy way for them to make the matches, which you can take away the records and just make the fucking matches, and I think that'd be fine.
Right.
Except for like everybody who's had matches, it's reflected in the records.
Well, I think by like the quality of opponent, though. I think MJ has a point with MJF.
Before this promo, he faced Griff Garrison.
It's not just
how does that make him credible to make this incredible promo to say all that incredible shit when he just faced a guy? Come on. That's what I'm saying. These records are. You can just take it away and just have him face someone. There you go.
Archer faces jobbers every week, and then he cuts these awesome promos that make you believe he can just beat everybody.
Okay, but he also went through a tournament to face Cody, so.
Yeah. But I don't know. I do see where you got what I see both sides of what you're saying. Well, I think. Go on.
This is what people don't understand. Like with the rankings, it's like all the rankings have reflected everything that they've worked as far as championship, like who's gotten what. It's not just like strength of opponent either. You also have to take in who's in what storyline.
Right.
Like no matter what your rank is, if you're already in an ongoing storyline, you're going to continue that.
Okay, but aren't rankings supposed to face rankings? I don't see Griff Garrison in those rankings. Right?
What?
Dude, MJF's last match was Griff Garrison, and that reflected on his singles title run record. Shouldn't MJF be facing someone below him in the rankings instead of someone not even in the rankings? That's what I'm saying. That's what's kind of.
Well, what are
you guys doing? That doesn't make any sense.
He's already the number one contender, though, so
it
wouldn't
he was the
make
number one
sense.
contender before this.
Yeah, right. but then that shouldn't reflect on his singles if Griff isn't in the record. That's what I'm saying. Is that his win should not reflect if Griff isn't in that.
He's been number one ranked for a while now. That's been his whole thing. He's been bitching about how he's number one ranked and why does he not have a title shot?
Right.
Well, then why are you putting up against people that don't even have any storylines or gimmicks behind them?
Because people just have matches with jobbers sometimes. Everybody does.
Well, then it should reflect on the singles record because Griff Garrison
should.
Doesn't even have a record.
If people can go on Dark and beat jobbers and it boosts their records, then why can't people do it on Dynamite?
It's good.
Because just about everybody who has like this massive, like awesome record, it's because of Dark.
Right. Well, I do think so. I think both of you guys are right. I think they do have to figure out something with the standings because there are a lot of kind of, I don't want to say they're weird circumstances that happen with their matchups and stuff, but I do see what MJ is saying as far as like almost quality of opponent, if you will. Like he should be, for example, MJF should be facing, I guess, guys that are also ranked, not just squash people. But
because he's going for the title.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. But hey, who knows? I mean, maybe things will change. Maybe they'll switch it up. Maybe they'll adjust. But I mean, overall, I love the rankings. It makes it feel a little bit different and it makes it feel like all the matches mean something too, even if they're just squash matches. But, all right. We are already almost at our fucking, hour time limit. But I mean, we haven't even talked about the main event. We haven't talked about, let's just talk about Ricky Starks and fucking, Darby, I guess. Well, I mean, we could talk about the skateboard and the thumbtacks and the bat, and this is 2 weeks in a row with thumbtacks. I mean, I don't hate it. I love it, but, what does Cornette call them? He calls them, athletic thumbtacks, or he, like, sport thumbtacks.
Those motherfuckers are real. I know that. Those motherfuckers are real.
But, I mean, I guess, I don't know, Kyle, where do you think this goes, like, as far as, so obviously, I mean, Starks and Cage, they're a thing with Taz.
Yeah.
But I guess where does this go with Moxley and Darby? Because they're supposed to be, well, no, they have a match, right? They have a match
next week.
This week. Yeah, this week.
Championship, which is odd.
It is, right? Because they have the pay-per-view coming up. I mean, it's not soon.
Yeah. But like, I don't understand, like, why, like, they didn't even explain why Darby was facing Mox for the championship.
I think like
exactly what I was talking about in the last segment, guys.
Right.
Well, this doesn't happen. Like your thing with Griff and MJF was different.
No, I'm talking about why is MJ. Well, my thing was why is MJF targeting Mox when he has a title match against Darby?
Well, because
why would you do that on the same show? Why would you set that up on the same show?
Because they're planting seeds, bro.
I like the seeds, man. The seeds are getting stale.
Why Mox is facing Darby for the champion? Like, I don't know why Darby's facing for the championship. They didn't even explain why. They just said, and Darby's going to face Mox for the AEW World Championship week, and Darby was kind of looking at him. But, like, nothing happened to set that up.
No, it didn't.
What a waste. What a waste of the build of Darby, dude. Come on. People have been wanting him to be the world champion, and now they know that he's not going to win. So
what if Darby beats Mox next week, and they're actually doing this so that MJF will beat Darby instead of Mox?
Whoa.
And that promo was a waste that he did then. That was a waste. Dictator John, he said that about 5 times in that, man. That's a directed promo.
That's true.
That's true, but...
And, that would kind of, I don't want to say it, like, lessens the main event. Well, I mean, it kind of does to an extent as far as, like, name recognition. But if you have a match where it's supposed to be Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin, and then it turns into Darby Allin defending against, who was it? Fucking MJF. That's a little bit different. I mean, no one, to the newer fan, I mean, to the people that really are invested in wrestling and stuff, like, yeah, we know who they are, but I feel like to like the kind of casual fan, they might not be too invested in that.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's weird.
It is weird. It definitely is weird.
I don't understand like why they're having this match. Like they still haven't even explained it.
Maybe it's to set up something with Cage and
maybe
and Starks.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Darby and Cage at All Out.
And then MJF and fucking
yeah.
I think it would be Starks and Darby at All Out. When you think?
No,
because
they're kind of because Darby has a feud with Cage. Like
they're doing something weird with him, man. I'm telling you, something's going on here.
His whole thing since he's gotten back was because of Cage.
True.
It's just weird. It's weird how this is all coming.
But there's also like a corner they're kind of booked in right now. I'm sure they'll find a way. They always do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like at All Out, you can't have Cage lose to Darby, but you also can't really have Darby lose.
Right.
Again.
It definitely is interesting, but that's kind of why I like it, because it's not like things are set in stone. Like there's so many questions that it's hard to kind of pick and, decide what's going to happen. With a couple other companies and stuff, you can kind of figure out what's going to happen. They can tell their hand.
We didn't talk about, but
yeah,
just say, just like to sum it up real quick.
Sure.
Dark Order and Kenny and Hangman was a really good match. This week. And honestly, I wish Dark Order would have won. I was honestly hoping for Dark Order to win. But I guess I figure we're going to get Kenny and Hangman versus FTR at All Out. FTR will win, and then Kenny will turn on Hangman.
Sounds about right.
That's what I'm thinking.
It sounds about right. We haven't even talked about it. We had another Britt Baker promo, and she called out Big Swole.
She did. And she said that she gets to choose. She has to. Big Swole, if she wants to face her at All Out, has to beat an opponent of her choosing on. I think August on the Dynamite before or August 12th. It may be August 12th. I think it's August. Like I don't know. Something's up with August 12th.
That 12th episode.
Yeah, it may be that one.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to honestly, I want to know who the fuck she would choose. Like this obviously has to be a debut.
Yeah, you would think. I wonder who it would be.
We don't know. There's no.
I don't know.
You don't think it'd be Tessa, would you?
Oh my God! I hope not.
Please no. Please no.
I mean, she hadn't signed anywhere yet.
I haven't even considered that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna break something right here. She's probably going to AAA. That's probably where she's going.
Really?
I heard she was going to WWE.
Yeah, she lives in Mexico now, so.
Right.
And her husband is actually still in Impact, so.
Yeah.
Daga.
Who do you think they could debut here? That'd be a huge impact. And
maybe it's Reba.
Please don't do. I really don't want to do that. I feel like we're gonna get there, but this is what I'm saying. Like because I'm so used to all the years of another company, I'm already expecting it to be Reba.
Right.
I'm already expecting it not to be something big.
Right. Who do you think it's gonna be, MJ?
Oh man. They got so many of these. Who do you think it's going to be? I don't give a fuck who it's going to be, all right?
Right. Just as long as it's
good. They're not building that story. They're not even building that story as great as it is anyway, so.
What are you talking about? Britt Baker and Big Swole is like the best fucking story on Dynamite right now.
Oh, the only woman's story on Dynamite.
No. We had Diamante and Shida.
Yep.
Okay, and Shida just wrecked her.
She had her challenge thing.
That's done.
Yeah, she did.
Seriously, that's the only women's shit going on, except for the Alley, and they don't even put that on Dynamite sometimes.
Right.
Well, I mean, there's not really anything else going on besides,
what do you mean? Look at all these women they got. What the fuck?
They don't have much at all.
What do you mean? Leva Bates.
Why
is Leva Bates standing there every fucking
They have 9 women. You realize that right now. They have 9 women.
9 women with only 2 women to spare for a fucking Dynamite?
They had Danny Jordan. Danny Jordan. Why don't they sign Danny Jordan? Right?
They have 9 women available for Dynamite.
It's just a women's fucking show.
And
pretty much.
Leva Bates, one's Allie, one's Brandy. So that's 6 other people. One, Shida, and she's doing her open challenge.
Nyla's doing her thing with what's her nuts.
Doing her thing. Everybody else is pretty much caught up in the tag team tournament.
Right. What about Priscilla?
Anna Jay's in the Dark Order.
True. Is Priscilla signed? Did she? What's going on with her?
From what I've heard, there is something going on with MLW where she may still be under contract or something like that. Yeah, I heard that there was like a big confusion that she was supposed to sign with AEW or something. Yeah, and then apparently MLW, like, there was like something to do with, from what I heard, from what I was told from someone, I don't know if it's true or not, was that apparently there was a loophole in her contract where MLW could sign her on for more days, and they chose to do that or something like that.
Huh.
Yeah, because I don't know, because she hadn't wrestled at all.
Right. Yeah. She was on the Jericho cruise, I think, and that's the last time.
That's it. Like I don't really keep too much. I like skim with MLW, but
sure.
Has she been on MLW since after the Jericho cruise?
MJ?
I don't think she has.
So I don't think she has. No.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want her to sign with AEW. She should be hell of an addition.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, other than that, they're like that's what people were like. Oh, there's what are they doing with the women's division? Well, there's 9 people available.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just
injured or stuck overseas.
Right. It's just a global pandemic that everyone's trying to work around. But no big deal. No big deal.
I think that's honestly why they're doing this tag tournament, to give everybody something to do.
Yeah, and give the women a look, give them their own thing. I have no problem. I love the rules. I love the fucking draw aspect.
The rules pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I like it. Different.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, everyone gets a color. Yeah, it's cool. The randomness of it. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Well, we are just about at that time. What else I feel like is there anything else that we missed? What else do we only talk about?
FTR officially signed multi-year deals.
That's a 5-year deal?
No, multi-year. I don't know how many years, just a year.
So at least 2.
At least 2. Yeah, at least 2. But what was interesting was that they had Arn Anderson in there with them while they were contracts.
Well, Hangman was there too, wasn't he? Didn't he come in and give him
Arn Anderson, 4 Horsemen teased it.
Mm-hmm. That's the start of it. It definitely is. He was kind of advising them or whatever.
They called them the best tag team in the world,
Mm-hmm.
Their contracts was that apparently tag rules had to start being enforced, and then on August 12th they're hosting Tag Team Appreciation Night.
I love that.
I know.
I hope they bring.
I think is every episode of Dynamite.
The Rock and Roll Express or something.
I guarantee you this was their idea.
Definitely had to have been.
And if it was, damn well that they're absolutely loving it, because
oh yeah,
they wouldn't have got Tag Team Appreciation anywhere else.
No, in fact, I hope that they're doing a tournament right now with the women's tag team division, kind of.
Yeah,
not the tag team division, but I hope that they do something similar with the actual tag teams though, have it almost like New Japan.
Do another tag team like we got when you first started Dynamite.
Right.
Yep. I'm honestly hoping that TH2 is going to get pushed finally.
That would be nice. Hopefully that's kind of where. They'll be back. Well, I guess. Yeah. Did they say? I know Jack Evans is back, but did they say that Angelico is gonna? Is he also?
I'm pretty sure he's with them.
Yeah.
Both of them are together on Dark.
Good. All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. Well, let's wrap this fucking puppy up. Kyle, let's get into plugs. You got anything that you want to throw out there?
Support Carmen Childers AV Tech.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to CarmenChildersAVTech.com, you can find some merch on there. He's got all kinds of different t-shirt designs, face masks, pretty much anything, you name it, it's on there. Support my friend, buy some merch from him. Listen to Marked Out Wrestling podcast. Join the AEW All Elite Wrestling Discussion Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Discord user, join the AEW Discord, discord.gg/AEW. Support WrestleJoy, WrestleJoy.com. And if anybody is if you're in an area where your local promotions are doing shows, wear a mask. Wear a mask, obviously, everywhere. But try and go out to shows. Support these companies while they're still doing shows while they can. Just to help them out
safely.
Obviously, don't go to a show if they're not practicing.
Sure.
Safety procedure. Like here lately, I'll be going back to SHW this month, which I'm so fucking happy about. Like, you don't know how long I've missed but here lately, I got into a new promotion that's more local here. That's like SHW is 4 hours away from me.
Sure.
Here, there's a promotion that's just 45 minutes away, so it's
that's great.
It's really local to me. So I've been going to their shows. I went to their show last couple weeks ago. Now I'm going to this one next week, and they have face mask and they social distance and all that good stuff.
Good.
And it's so fucking fun.
Good.
But definitely go support your local independents.
That's right. Do it. You heard him. And then also go to legalspeed.coffee/Claudio's Cafe. Use the discount code MARKEDOUT15. You can get 15% off your entire haul. That's Claudio Castagnoli's new coffee that he collaborated with Legal Speed Coffee Supply. And if you don't know, I mean, you know who Claudio is. Come on, I don't have to fucking say it. But go do that. And obviously go to a Marked Out Wrestling podcast on YouTube. Go subscribe so you can get notifications when this show goes live and our Monday and Wednesday night shows. That's all I've got to say. You have another one?
Yes,
please.
So Father's Day is coming up. And what was better to get your father than a good Omaha steak?
Oh.
I'm joking.
I was like, really?
Father's Day already happened. Dude.
Yeah, I was like, wait, is Father's Day coming up? Did I fuck up?
No, dude.
I'm doing a Jericho thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He does Omaha steak. That's right. MJ, please take us out of this beautiful episode.
It still smells like cat piss.
No.
If you're not breathing in, then guess motherfucking what?
What's that?
You're not getting the information you need. Out to you, Kyle.
With that, we must bid you adieu. A goodbye and
Good night, Ben.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle RavePro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.